Wow, this is so exciting.
Oh my god. I forgot how loud the YouTube thing is.
I'm watching on Twitch.
Oh wait, it's on fucking Twitch! Oh. Speaking Japanese?
Japanese.
These subtitles are so small.
準備ができたようですね。それではホテルドゥボール特別料理対決開始。
Cute. She's very cute.
Wow.
Okay, Miss Show. Cute. I can't tell if she's a 4 or a 5 star.
とにかくそこのレスト
I need to
ラン
look
か
her
ら
animation
ナタさんの野菜を至急調達したいと依頼を受けて僕とイファが来ることになったんだ。俺は付き添いでな。
I gotta focus and
Oh,
read.
okay.
Oh, he's a 4
Okay.
star. Okay, so she's a 5 star.
Oh
Yay, that means he'll be C6able. Oh!
おっと逃がすかよ。
月始めの3日間、飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい。
Why does everyone have like a little companion?
参ったな。
ここは昔レムリア時代に建てられた修浴場で、確かモデストの秘典に書いてあったような。
To read, I have to focus.
真の
Very
偉
nice.
大なる
Yeah, that's some CGI.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
古竜の時代の謎の遺
Bro,
物。
they need to make these subtitles
そ
bigger.
れに俺がフォンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば、
I'm
例
like
の
squinting
密輸
over
事
here.
件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして
So is
母
this
の
gonna be
恋
in
人
between?
レインドットさん。彼女が僕をモン
Is that
ドに向かわせた
Albedo's
時、
Shh.
ある大きな課題を与えたんだ。世界の真相を探せというね。
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ。想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
I've seen this before.
また敵が来るぞ。
本件の被告人
Red Rose!
セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長
Uh-oh.
アルベド
Oh.
Oh yeah, execution.
殺人事件。
ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い他者を傷つける狂気的な行動に走る魔女会と正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。あら、そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
Oh my gosh! Chess!
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。なら盤面が逆さになったら、
Oh,
This
yeah.
is so Kingdom Hearts.
罪のない人を
どうしてこんなことに。
I'd kill someone too.
襲撃にあって。
これは
レムリアが戦争
のために用意した薬物なのよ。人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。モンドの法律にのっとり被告人アルベドを殺人および死体遺棄で有罪とする。今も近くから聞こえるよ。
お？なんだ、バルバトスか？
ファル
Oh,
か
that was one.
Oh my gosh. That was so much to take in. I need to watch it like 8 more times. Because I could barely even keep up with the subtitles. Okay, okay.
Frame by frame.
Okay.
gameplay Right now.
Right. Okay, so Beta's on trial for stabbing someone. Is it could that be is that someone else or is that his stabbing of his brother, I guess, so to speak? Or is he on a killing spree of his clones or something?
Like the Toradin with his own clones. I think there was, from what I remember, I think there's only just him, his twin brother, and then Durin.
Nuvi. I need to watch that so many more times. That was too much. All I needed to see was the like 10 frames of Diluc and Kaya together, working together to defend Mondstadt. That's all I needed. Neuvillette. Yeah, they said Neuvillette was stabbed.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
welcome to
English.
the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program. I'm Jane Jackson, the voice of Varessa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Oh my god, her art's like changing.
Hey.
Aww,
your turn.
Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Cass, and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited to be here.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
What do you
by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Okay, that seems a little extreme.
Just like Hell's
Yeah,
Tail
I'd
util.
say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile.
Her profile. I love her voice. She's so
Escoffier
cute.
used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow, exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day. Escoffier is a master of precision gastronomy, which means she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she gets completely lost in the flavors.
Aww,
It looks
that
almost
is a
like
tail.
she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible.
That is a
but
tail.
What if she doesn't
Don't pretend.
Oh, then she'd probably say something like...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow. Intense.
She's inspired by Gordon
I
Ramsay.
promise Escoffier is actually very well-mannered most of the time. But when it comes to food, she couldn't be more strict.
Yeah, Farina
It's
likes
all
her.
for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other
I wonder
people.
what her food buff,
she demands
will
perfection
be.
from herself too, because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh,
I like
is
her
that why she
accent.
develops all those cooking mecha?
I wish it was in
That's
the game.
right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Okay,
It's a
that
cutie
feels like a
patootie.
personal call-out. But seriously, though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right
Wow.
now,
Maria is so
but
funny.
all be revealed in Escoffier's story quest.
So
treasured
funny.
above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested,
Her
travellers.
leggings are adorable.
You'll also be rewarded with extra Ascension materials for Escoffier. Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not
We've done
only
this
will
before.
travellers get to
With
experience
Chun-Li.
Escoffier's mentorship
Oh, yeah.
firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
They
Special
really be
guest.
recycling some
Nice.
flesh, huh?
Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers.
It's a reskin.
Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
At least
All
it
I
comes
can
with, like,
say is trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer.
Holy cow.
Okay,
like her
so we
design.
know what she can do in the kitchen,
went to jail.
but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it. Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings up when Escoffier's elemental skill
She
or
also voices
elemental
some
burst
othering.
hits an enemy, she can reduce their resistance to hydro and cryo damage. The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay,
reverse 1999
so it looks like
character.
the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect.
The live stream is
the
duplicating in your mic.
Need to be frozen.
I can hear it.
That means the talent works
so
on
sorry.
bosses
It's okay.
and other unfreezable
I thought I had an
enemies.
extra tab
Wow,
open.
so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent.
Ooh.
I can definitely see her
This
being a
looks
powerful
fun.
support in freeze teams.
True.
Gaia
But
damn.
Escoffier is not just a support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage. Wow. So with her ability to shred
Literally
resistance, she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Wait, so she's a healer and a
Incredible.
DPS?
Okay, so she can buff the party, dish out damage, and heal.
Yes.
Wow. Sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and thanks to a different talent, she
So
has
will she
another
be a jack
ability
of all
that really
trades?
showcases her skills as a chef.
Dish
If she
mention.
holds her elemental
Oh
skill,
my
the
God.
cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious
She's trying
dish.
to
Whoa,
compete with
I've never
Nova.
seen a talent like that
Nova
before.
stove.
Okay,
Global
so you
stove.
don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself.
Oh, we had a similar.
Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus she can produce several
Boba.
kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that will be so fun to check out in game.
Totally.
You get
so
actual
take
food?
note of this next piece of news, travelers. In the first half of version 5.6,
nice.
So funny.
we'll have event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. A
Cool.
new 5-star polearm, Symphonist of Sense, will be featured on the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character, Aoife, will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife, no way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
All eyes are on me.
Ew.
Lowly
Show his
servants,
butthole.
behold, the almighty
Is that what that is?
Dragonlord's
Yes, that's his
magnificence.
butthole.
Oh my gosh.
The heck are you on about? Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how? Oh wow. No way, bro. What? You little... Oh dear. Oh dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you? You insolent, contemptuous... Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Darn it. Oh, wow.
What am I listening to?
No, this is content.
Yourself, bro?
Do you even hear yourself, bro? I'm gonna say that every day.
Dragon Lord, Kahula! His wisdom is wasted on
What
you.
are you even saying, bro?
No way, bro.
Is this supposed to be like a little parakeet? Parakeet?
Well, that was
oh,
content.
you meant
right
Kukuku
there.
and a how. Wow, I feel like those two could argue
Okay.
forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well, Kukuku is just that infectious. So, travelers
Oh, I
met
didn't meet him
Aoife
yet.
I'm
in the
gonna
previous
start
version.
saying it.
But since we now have the
Bro.
chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you never asked, Jane. Absolutely. As
Bro.
most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan. In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kukuku's life, and now of course, Kukuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle
That's his
worker.
bro.
I heard Ahau got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in
Thigh
like
straps
2
on top of his
seconds.
pants.
Imagine that.
Ew.
Sounds like Aoife really
Leather
knows
armor?
his stuff.
I like that.
I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess.
Is that what they
in
call
theory,
fan service?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kukuku could help him get there in no time.
Kukuku.
I mean, I heard the Flower
This
Feather
bro
clan
better
is known
not
for riding
move faster
Kukasals,
than Wander.
but this is less riding
Only
and more
in
dangling,
I'm
isn't
gonna
it?
lose it.
Only in Natlan, I'm sure.
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right?
And I see it's like wander.
But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome.
Holy cow.
Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Natlan world quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely here for the story, for the Natlans.
Although
or for
it looks
the
more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Wait, didn't we do that before with the Valen?
So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Anemo-Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Nostalgia
When
patch.
faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal Anemo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice. So what kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that,
No
we should
actual
introduce one
bullets,
of his talents first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's Blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay,
Who gives
so
him infinite
he works
ammo?
well with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and characters that can
Be
generate
really good
Night
with
Soul
Rocket.
points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he is. Plus, in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Putting those medical skills to use. His kit
Good
seems
movement,
really
Yuto.
intuitive, and he helps with exploration. I feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
But what can I
do
say?
need to
He
explore
is
that
a
area.
helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source
looks like a
Automaton
dragon.
Overseer device. Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we've faced something like this before.
Why does the style on
That's
this look
because
different?
boss has the same origins as the Secret Source Automaton
The rendering is
configuration
different.
device from version
Yeah, I don't think it's
5.1.
an actual
Both are
in-game
pieces of
rendering.
ancient
I think
dragon
it's like-
technology.
They almost seem like
Pre-rendered,
two
'cause
parts of one
It looks like
terrifying
it's from
monster.
Blender right now.
Okay, Jane.
Oh, like it's
let's,
not finished?
This is
Yeah, it
where we
doesn't
should
look
wrap
finished.
this part up, I think, because
As you see.
travelers
It
can
looks
search
really
for their own answers to this in-game. Now, let's
It's like
kick
when you
off the event
see
portion.
3D animation in
Wow. There
anime.
are Natlan characters in
That
Finding.
doesn't look right.
Is it because of a festival or something?
Not a festival. An amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula. Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kanich and Risley to cross paths.
Oh, is it the
Historian
story?
hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Wow, Risley
Yeah, right?
and
I actually have a few
Yeah.
sneak peeks to
Oh,
share,
I love that
so
art.
let's take a look.
Show it again.
Weird.
Go back.
Why is Ahau cowering behind Kanich? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh, wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
All right.
Exactly. Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to
Put 'em in your
Fontaine
pocket.
and happened to arrive just in time for the ban.
Ugh.
Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku
Oh.
got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia. Auroron thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what about Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
I don't have to
Don't
play
worry,
the...
with Nervalette and
this
Risley there,
event.
Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he
In-
might even learn
Yeah,
a new
for
phrase
sure.
or two.
Chinese, huh?
Hey, check it
Oh.
out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone
Oh,
want
yeah.
to guess
I'm
what
sure
it
this
is?
won't be voiced.
Oh,
Fully
I
voiced.
don't really know what it could be.
It's a
I guess
swear
we're
word
just
for
gonna have to
sure.
wait and see. Anyway, I wanted to point out there are two dragons in this picture. So does that mean Nervalette could like interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to
Kakuku's a
dragon.
dragon?
Oh, I can't wait to see how their interactions go.
Honestly, I can't even
Nervalette
picture
needs a
it, but
nose.
I just know it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that
Doesn't have
beats the
much of
real
a shadow on
thing.
his
So,
nose,
if you're
does he?
interested, be sure to check out all the
He
shenanigans
stabbed
in
Nervalette
game.
for sure.
And trust me, there are a lot
Cuckoo.
of them. Always
and then
makes
you
me
framed
laugh.
Albedo.
Now,
Yeah,
on to the
that's how
actual
it ties
amusement
in.
park. Let me give you some background.
Case-
It's
case
called the
solved.
Cheval Moran Film
me another one.
Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Come on board? Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
Spina di
And
Rasula.
how do we make sure we don't run
an
it into
exclusive
the
weapon.
ground?
Well, if
man,
the
that
Traveler
means I have
agrees
to
to
do
come on
this.
board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
I love
You got it,
management
bro.
sim.
Travelers will be in charge of operations, like upgrading the facilities, expanding the
I like
park,
this
and
one,
managing
the last
staff.
time.
During each business
The
cycle,
potions.
travelers will need to
Potions?
allocate their precious funds and
Oh my
action
God, looks like
points
Really
to the
fun.
most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant.
Escoffier.
The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can
Whoa.
also increase your revenue by adding
Subway
different
Surfer.
kinds of attractions. For example, in
Can fly.
Eclectic Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable
this is, like,
adventures
kinda
where they fly
fast.
through the air or dash
More
underwater
accurate.
at high speeds.
Traveler.
Or there's movie masterpieces
Oh my
where you
God,
have to
playing
use
this on
special
mobile looks
abilities
kinda
to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create
Nikki
a
has made me a
standardized
parkour
strategy
master.
guide
It's
for
all
each
good.
one, so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
Nice.
Oh, and
This looks
travelers
fun.
can
I like this
also add
event.
an attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw in visitors and increase revenue.
And travelers can also recruit
I
some
lost my
familiar
sanity doing
faces
this
to
last
help
time.
run the park.
Oh,
Among the recruits are Fontanian
usually just
companions
play
and
enough
friends from
to
other
get
nations too.
Yeah,
Primo
that's right.
gem, and then
By
after that, I'm
completing
like, all right,
friendly
I don't care.
encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story short, don't worry too much. You
Wow,
don't have to
cool.
go it alone.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
I don't know if that's
Plus,
actually
once you
what's
get down
flying.
to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome. More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry to keep you in suspense,
Oh.
travelers. In the second half of version 5.6,
Oh, wow.
we'll have returning event wishes for Kenichi and a
Kenichi
ride in
and
Shogun.
Raiden.
Nice.
Plus,
I'm
the
not really-
Chronicled Wish banner will be returning in version 5.6. I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to.
Run.
And best of luck on your pulls.
All right.
Damn,
Whoa.
That was a
Wish.
lot of info.
Chronicle Wish is
so
looking
let's
pretty
take our
juicy.
first break.
I
Here's
did
the
not
second redemption
expect to
code,
see that
travelers.
That's a good looking banner.
again. Damn. Kazuha again?
Yeah.
Wow. And Raiden again?
Kenichi and Raiden. Yeah, I'm not really up to date on the cycles. So did they rerun recently?
I just remembered Raiden and Kazuha showed up with 5.0. So I guess that's not really recent, to be honest, but it just reminded me of like Natlan release.
Yeah, Archon's rerun cycles are faster too than most the normal characters, at least in my memory. That art is so pretty. Chef Escoffier 0507, guys.
Bro, what's the hand gust for? Like, sir?
Suspicious. I know what you're doing, Genshin Impact. You can't hide from me. What's the plan with those handcuffs, sir?
Yeah, I'm like, why are they just out there in the open?
I would say I'm surprised it's not Albedo, but Albedo.
The Winter
okay.
Festival.
Okay.
Once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease.
Oh,
Why is Albedo on trial?
who's
Who is the
this.
young man in the
Is this like a
courtroom?
movie?
And is he friend or foe?
It's like a movie
What
trailer.
tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers to these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
That was.
I will make sure to watch that movie.
Nice.
I mean, play that quest.
So, we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial. I know, I don't even know what to think. But
Greatness
something
created in the
tells
moment
me
where
there's more
miracles
to
in
this
that life.
situation.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Well,
Can you read it in your
I've put
head?
together some information
Oh,
about the
fuck
case.
it.
Let's go through it and
I'm
see if
sorry.
we can uncover some new clues. So, here's the deal. Albedo's been
I was
accused
too
of
fast.
murder and unlawful
I
disposal
didn't
of
finish
human
reading it.
remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo, so the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do her job and uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court,
done
the
it.
evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the
It
second
is.
floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius, which makes
Eula.
sense. But it looked like someone from the church was also there.
Yeah, who is that?
Oh, that's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius, so he
Oh.
works with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy.
Dahlia's a
acts
man?
as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting because
Today I
he's also
learned.
friends with Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like
Bro
a
got
very
boy
important
shorts.
figure then.
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication device is back in this quest. At some point, Venti
Alice.
needs it to get in touch with Alice. But on the first attempt, the line connects to Grandmaster Varka instead. It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names. Varka has been on an expedition for a long time.
I'm so happy for
Sounds
Daily
like we
Dahlia
finally
on
get
Twitter.
to hear what he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her. Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right, and now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this
Holy
map,
shit.
we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight
Oh, wow.
to defend Mondstadt.
Wow.
Oh god.
This is kind of
Someone help
emotional.
her.
Mondstadt
I think
was
you're
the
slightly
beginning
ahead of me. Hold on.
everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. And now it's in crisis. Oh, hopefully travelers can do something to stop it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road.
I'll always
Alice
defend
can offer
Mondstadt.
something to help, but
Yes.
travelers will need to pass a trial first and
Wow.
defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend
You're like Plants vs.
Mondstadt.
Zombies.
I'm
I
sure
love
travelers
that.
aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
Yes, let's do that.
Damn.
Wow, that looks beautiful. Whoa, she's
Wow.
huge!
So Alice in Wonderland like. Oh my gosh, she has a gun.
Oh my goodness. This reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my. That's.
Oh no. It's like every element! I hope it's a difficult boss. Looks like it might be.
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard.
I mean, it is
but
Alice,
the rules of
so...
chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the
What?
board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage
gotta
to create
be-
an opening and dish out
Gotta
damage.
be aware.
But in the second
Oh.
phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their
I'm
own
gonna brute
strength
force.
to emerge victorious.
It looks
I was
like
just
there's a
about to say I
different
like the
Dodo
strategy.
presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well,
Me
travelers will
too.
have to uncover that for themselves. As for the second phase of the trial, let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down for later, travelers. So we know there's murder.
Pull for the current characters.
A hex and circle trial. But we have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for
Kaya
travelers
buff.
to uncover.
True.
Actually true.
You know,
They want me to
if
play
you think about it,
new
first
character.
Batman had a crisis with the ley lines
he's
that
on the key
almost
visual.
ended in death.
Yeah.
Then a
You
similar
can read it now.
crisis happens in Liyue, and
wait.
now Mondstadt is in danger.
Brightness
I
created a
can't
moment
help but
where
wonder
miracles
if this
met.
is all some
Neither
kind of
mundane
terrible
knowledge nor
omen.
earthly compassion could hold. Here we felt light.
but
The arrogant
look on the
slither
bright side.
forth from
It's
the
another
darkness.
chance for
Hypocrisy,
answers.
draped in
Maybe
virtue and
we'll
reason.
uncover new
Their
clues
gnashing
about
maws devour all, brothers and mothers alike.
Or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe
know what
we'll
that
even
means.
get one step closer to the truth of Tevat.
Yeah.
Someone will
and
break
then
it down.
travelers
Someone's
can
already
give
broken
us
it down, I'm
all
sure.
the answers.
Brothers and mothers.
Yeah,
Sisters
I think
and
we're gonna leave
fathers.
all that hard work to you guys.
Copy,
All
paste
right,
that, save
okay.
it.
Well, let's lighten things up and
Brothers
dive
and
into the
mothers.
remaining
Is that
version
referencing-
5.6 events.
Yes.
Is that referencing
First up
Albedo's
on the
mother
docket is an
and his
event that
brother?
brings us back
Maybe.
to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame Operation Damport Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key to success
Oh.
is really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for
Tower
example,
defense?
is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once
Or
you feel like
inverted,
you know
maybe?
what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op. The actual gameplay is pretty simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example,
Is it
when
PvP?
adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a
When-
button
Opponent.
called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can
Clash
use
of
it to
Clans?
test out our strategies.
That's right.
I
And once
think
you
this
set
is
the defensive
TFT.
and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
while your opponent tries to break through
It is
your defenses,
PvP.
your job is to use your chosen
Fun.
offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the
Oh, it's
opposing
like-
formation
like
first
TFT
or makes
and-
greater progress
and, like,
within the
Tower
time
Defense put
limit
together.
wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
so. It
it's
sounds like it all
PvP.
comes down to strategy.
Yeah.
All right. So get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power,
Oh.
this next one is all about
I don't
firepower.
have any
Let's
of these
go.
characters.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay.
Oh.
Think this is a simple battle for coins? Ha, well, think again.
Coins.
I love these games.
Players will have the opportunity to
Me
indwell Saurians
too.
at certain points.
Mario Party.
Use their abilities to
Totally.
your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
This looks so fun. You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players
High
away.
ground. High ground
Oh,
mode.
if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have Natlan
Wait.
character skills at your disposal.
What if you don't have the
So the goal
character?
is to collect as many coins as possible to secure victory.
Probably
Nice,
supplied
bro.
to you.
So this next event is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems. I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like
Ooh.
Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test
Try-
out her potential in different team comps. Then I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions. The event is divided into different levels of difficulty, and there are also challenge buffs to take advantage of, so make sure to take that into account when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
All right.
Cinnamon, thank you so
Moving
much
on
for
to
the
some
raid.
Genius Invocation
Hold on.
TCG updates. First, a new card
you so
skin
much
will
for
be
the
added to the
raid.
card shop, so
Appreciate it
check
so
it out if you're
much.
interested.
Welcome, guys.
Travelers can also look forward to new character and action cards added to regular
Pretty.
Nice. More
I want to
food for the
open
card
TCG
sharks.
packs.
mode. There are also some major updates to automatic
Thank you so much.
artistry.
Welcome, guys.
Oh, so in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction
What?
effects are different.
Yeah, And during the match, there's now a card refresh option, as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement.
I'm so behind on
so
TCG.
The gameplay should be even more
I have no idea how it
engaging.
works.
Travelers might even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right, and finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return,
Cindy, you're
we'll
too
talk
nice.
system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other
German
side,
speaking
travelers.
community. Oh. Well, I really appreciate it. I hope you're excited for the Nikki 1.5. You're gonna love it.
I couldn't do it.
Whoa, what's this? Oh, cute. That's very cute. Ifa Kakuku 0507. Oh, okay. All right. So we got a whodunit with the Hex and Zirkle and Varka and Alice.
Yes.
And Venti's involved. So it's going to be a lot of lore. It's going to be a lot of lore. It still might be some like teasing and stuff, but I hope we get some real answers.
I hope the prerequisite quest won't be like too crazy.
Yeah. Wait,
Welcome
the prerequisite
back,
quest?
travelers.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Let's jump
it's an
right
Archon
into
quest.
system
Yeah.
optimizations. Some travelers
So I don't
provided
know-
feedback that the
I hope I don't
brilliant
have to do
blessing
that
enhancement
then.
process in the Imaginarium Theatre was
probably
a bit
do.
confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character
finished
turn order.
Fontaine.
So, in the
Last
version
one.
5.6 update, the dev team has made the brilliant blessing details page a lot more intuitive.
Yeah, I guess we're not going to get
which
Dame
should make it
this
easier
time.
for travelers to make strategic level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice? A
Debbie, thank you
restart
so much
button
for the
after
Prime
final
sub.
act. As it stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if you just missed that last star challenge?
Collab.
Be
Oh, she said
such a
collab?
Bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has
Oh, I'm
received
sorry. I
that
totally
feedback
missed
as
that. My
well.
bad.
So,
Wow,
a
thank you,
restart button
devs.
is also being added to the new update.
I had no idea.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should make it easier to get full stars. All right, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's
Did it
skills,
say it on the map?
the skill descriptions can be pretty long
the-
and dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev
Still
team
no
has been
artifact
working on.
loadout.
Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the
Yeah,
talent
that's a
and
myth.
constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's easier for travelers to grasp the core information. Of course, travelers who prefer to dive into all the details can always expand the content
wish
for a
they
more
had, like,
comprehensive
a trash
description.
button.
Nice.
Facts.
Sorting through all that information should be a lot faster now.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Our
you,
next
V, for the resub.
optimization
Thank you
is for
so
the treasure
much.
compass. Travelers
Appreciate it.
provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Woo!
Yeah, they can.
voice is so
Warrior
deep.
challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It can! And once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well. Similarly, at a high enough exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also
That's
be
an
located
HSR
using
feature?
the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that
How
are stuck
many
at
times? If I had a
99%
nickel.
exploration progress.
Map pins have also been optimized.
I'll take
Starting
it.
in version 5.6, travelers can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier to start fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the markers.
Definitely. Well, that wraps up our system
want more pins,
optimization.
honestly.
So now it's time for some out-of-game news.
Really?
Okay, maybe you
Oh my
can
God!
add
Right.
them all.
First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share. Genshin
Charlotte
Impact
Tilbury?
is partnering with the
Wait, how
global
much
beauty
is-
brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So let's watch the preview
Wait.
trailer for the collaboration.
Oh my god, they have a trailer for this? What the?
A beauty collab.
Mona?
With Mona. So she is gorgeous. Oh, look at her little hands. So cute.
Okay, sleeping mask.
Compact.
Where's the makeup?
There's a lip oil and a wait. Setting spray, serum.
Wait.
It looks like mostly skincare. Wait.
Oh, I kind of expected like a palette.
Oh,
But I
eyeshadow
have
palette
even
would be
more
so
news.
sick.
In addition,
I know, that's
Genshin
what I was
Impact's
thinking. I
third
thought it'd be like a
Natlan
palette or
OST
like
album,
lipstick.
Radiance of Flame, is coming soon.
I couldn't
I'll probably
grasp
get
it
it
all.
anyway.
The album contains various tracks composed by
probably
the
gonna buy it
Hoyo
and
Mix
just,
team
like,
for the Collective of
keep it
Plenty
in its
and other
plastic box.
regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
The mirrors was
Oh,
cute.
it's
Was
gonna be
cool.
amazing.
Oh, yeah,
The music's
yeah.
gonna be so cool.
So
You
The
know it.
setting spray is so cool. They're so good.
Okay, let me
I don't
check
own
my
any Charlotte
scroll
Tilbury
here.
stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
that's all
either.
the information I
I
have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too.
expensive.
What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery and to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
And I can't wait for you all to meet
I know
Escoffier.
Genshin did
It's
a
been
collab
so
with
much fun working
Keels.
on her, and I just think you're gonna love her.
And to follow that up, Aoife is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side, but the mini games are always so fun and creative. Oh, just can't
Absolutely.
wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new adventure awaits. I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun.
Damn.
And with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers. Bye.
So they'll get more information
Bye.
See ya.
about the Charlotte? Wait, what is this?
Oh my gosh, Moon Sisters. Silence. Ah. Okay, April 30th. April 30th.
Like everything's happening on April 30th.
Okay, April 30th.
Thanks for watching.
Yay.
All right, let me look at this Charlotte business.
I also need to rewatch the trailer at like half
Yeah.
speed because it was very overwhelming.
Exposition dump.
Okay, I'm gonna rewatch the trailer because it was so much. Apologies.
どう？よかったでしょ？
旅人いらっしゃい。シバルマラン AA ランドファミリーに加わる準備はできた？グルメ系 AA に出てくるみたいな超豪華なご飯も欲しいぜ。
両選手準備ができたようですね。それではホテルドゥボール
Cooking
特別料理
contest
対決
in Fontaine
開始。
with Farina. Yeah, Farina residing over.
カトラリーの準備も完了。冷凍の時間よ。最高の一品よ。
とにかくそこのレストランからナタさんの野菜を
Okay,
至急
Natlan
調達したいと
characters. Natlan characters coming to Fontaine. Awesome.
依頼を受けて
Exciting.
僕とイファが来ることになったんだ。俺は付き添いでな。
これはIfa. Big subtitles. Yeah. Okay, we get the idea on
来
this.
始めの3日
We kind of already understand this.
参ったな。
ここは昔レムリア時代に建てられた公衆
Public
浴
bath
場
from the
で
time of
確か
Remeria.
モデストの秘典に書いて
The
あ
old, the former Fontaine.
ったような気がするわ。
真の
Lord
偉
Remus.
大なり蛮族滅べよ。
Okay.
古竜の時代の謎の異物
Ancient dragon relic of an unknown origin would turn up out of the blue. I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. Must have slipped through the
それに
cracks.
俺がフォンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば例の密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして母の黄金
Ryan?
レインドッ
My master and mother. Okay, Ryan daughter.
トさ彼女が
A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with the instructions to complete a task of monumental importance to find the truth of this world.
僕をモンドに向かわせた時ある きな課題を与えたんだ。世界の真相を探せというね。
What was he doing there?
探せというね。世界の真相を探せというね。
Doing something to the ground or to the building.
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ？想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
また敵が来るぞ。
That's the best part. That's the best part of the trailer right there. Yay. Or farming. This is beautiful.
本件の被告人セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
So is this testifying or is this like defense versus accuser?
何をしたんだ？
He looks mad.
殺人事件？ホムンクルスが暴走して。
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree? So more than one.
理性を失い他者を傷つける狂気的な行動
He's more than a synthetic being to me.
に走る。
A formal meeting with the Hexen's
魔女
Archon.
会と正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。
He looks very burdened.
そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。
What do you see on the other side of this chessboard?
なら盤面が逆さになったら。
Wow, so cool!
なぜ罪のない人を？
どうしてこんなことに？ウィレットが襲撃にあって。
これはレムリアが戦争のために用意した薬物なのよ。人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度も。
I've never been on the subject of human research. Who is that talking? Who speaketh? Yeah, Ryan daughter. It has to be, right? Gold. Oh, gold. Yeah. Gold. That has to be.
モンドの法律にのっとり
Thank you for updating the codes. Appreciate it.
被告人アルベドを
On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. So he's going to be declared guilty. Goodness gracious. Okay.
殺人および死体遺棄で有罪とする。今も近くから聞こえるよ。
お？なんだ、バルバトスか？
ファルか？
So he killed multiple people and disposed of them in a unlawful way. I interpret that as either disposed and to hide or disposed and used for a purpose. Like used for something, like to serve a purpose. Could be experiments, could be, I don't know, it could have something to do with Durin, like Durin's heart. It has to be like, I feel like it has to be purposeful. Like he killed people for a specific reason and for a specific purpose. Interesting. Yeah, alchemy. Feeding Durin. Oh my gosh. Imagine. Yeah, so Varka knows that Venti is Barbados. We also, I missed that he called him Barbados.
なんだ、バルバトスか？
Barbados.
ファルか？
Because you know there's multiple of Albedo. So I don't know. They seem to be implying that because he's a synthetic being, he doesn't have control over his actions, which that's not completely unfounded because at the end of, was it his second quest? Yeah, his second event quest, he said, if I lose control, will you be there to stop me? So that's not like him being misrepresented. It could be possible that he lost control and did something that he shouldn't have done. Or he did do it on purpose. That's very exciting. Yeah, so based on the way it was presented in the live stream, I'm going to say it's pretty likely that it's not going to be fully voiced in English. Because we got the trailer in Japanese and the movie trailer obviously was a third voice. So sadly, we're probably going to have to play this in another dub. Which, to be fair, the dubs are great. But just for me, it's, you know, obviously I have a sentimental attachment to the Ian voices and the ease of absorbing the information. It is what it is. Hopefully it'll be voiced in the future. Erica said she's not in 5.6. Who does Erica voice? It sounds like the Archons will be a while. The Fontaine event will have voices. Oh, Venti. Okay. Yeah. Tough times. Thanks, guys.